And new tonight, we're digging deeper into questions surrounding the drinking water here in Buffalo. An international paper is accusing dozens of cities of cheating on their water testing. Good evening to you. Don is off tonight. An article by The Guardian claims that Buffalo and 32 other cities use water testing methods that could potentially hide dangerous levels of lead. News 4's Dave Graber asked city leaders about these concerns. Dave?
Well, Jackie, the article which appeared in The Guardian yesterday counts Buffalo, as you mentioned, among some of the worst violators of those so-called cheats in testing residential water for those safe lead levels. Now, those cheats provide results that show lower levels of lead in water than there actually is. And the city's water board chairman says this: "We were just following federal protocol."
We are following the rules, and we've been in compliance since the starting of our program in the early 90s.
But it turns out, according to a recent article that appeared in the Guardian newspaper, those rules allowed testers to skirt the rules of collecting samples right from your tap. They allowed for sampling that's far more complicated and involved than someone just looking to quench their thirst. That's a major problem, according to SUNY Distinguished Professor Joseph Gardella Jr.
They just turn on the water, fill up the glass, and drink it.
In other words, testers were permitted to cheat the system.
I still view them as cheats, regardless of whether they were allowed under previous regulations. They're cheats because they're not an accurate sampling.
Here's how it worked. The EPA allowed testers to remove aerators from spouts before running water, which can reduce lead content. Buffalo testers were told to run water slowly, which causes less lead to be dislodged from old lead pipes. And they were ordered to pre-flush pipes so as to clear them of any contaminants. Buffalo Water Board Chairman O.J. McFoy said they were just following the rules.
33 of the 43 respondents weren't doing it because 33 of 43 most likely didn't know. It wasn't clearly and widely distributed.
But they are now. In February, the EPA released new testing procedures which eliminated the so-called cheats. That, according to McFoy, won't change the results. Does the city expect to see higher levels because of these new tests?
Absolutely not. We believe we have an excellent source water, and we couple that with the addition of some corrosion inhibitors, and we've continued to maintain that we are doing an excellent job in our testing.
That may not be the case, according to Gardella.
I have every reason to believe that it's quite possible that such data will increase. So levels of lead will increase. But a lot depends on where the samples are being taken from.
Now, just minutes ago, the EPA released a statement to News 4 saying a letter on pre-flushing was directed back in 2008 to an individual water utility and was not framed as national guidance. They also said the testing rules do not prohibit the practices of pre-flushing, or they don't prohibit the removal of aerators. But the EPA's February 2016 guidance, which I talked about, they also told water utilities to stop doing that. That is expected to be followed. Reporting live in the newsroom, Dave Graber, News 4 at 5.